We just got back from Colorado and I'm headed to Nova Scotia and Bruce and Claudia are headed to Alaska.
There was a time when I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to call home. My only friend was the man in the moon, and even sometimes he would go away too. Then one night as I closed my eyes, I saw a shadow flying high. He came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for a while. He said, Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. And ever since that day, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook.
That you'll never be lonely.
Ever since that day, Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are.
Driving to Alaska took a long time, but it's definitely worth it. I was just mostly eager to go, and we actually did the drive in one shot. We didn't stop at all.
Alaska is the mecca. It's everything that I wanted all season. It's the one place I really wanted to go. I've always wanted to go.
When I first got there and I met up with the bus life crew, lucky enough, I didn't wait at all. It was blue skies and it was go time. So the snow was very good, very, very good. At the same time, very high danger of avalanches.
Abby. Slide. Stay there.
The first few days in Alaska were very intimidating. Those are big mountains. The consequences are major, so I was excited and I was scared. I didn't know the area. I didn't know the size of things. I didn't know the steepness of things, so it's a lot of things to think about.
What is it?
It's cold. The day is over, the sun is down. All our gear is ice cold, zippers are icy.
Let me know when you want your jacket back. Okay, just when we're rolling.
I flew into Juneau, Alaska, and then from Juneau into Haines. And I'm going to this place that I know is so powerful and so amazing and so humbling. You're intimidated and nervous and scared, but the anticipation is the best part about it. And then you get there and it's magic. Alaska.
The bus life crew left and then I met up with Teller, so I went and picked her up at the Haines airport. I was game on from there. Like, the snow was awesome. The scenery is unbelievable. Everything's just unbelievable about this place. up with Talon Gillis.
Talon Gillis from Terrace, extremely awesome shredder and really great photographer.
That guy is unbelievable, really. He's got a lot of knowledge in big mountain riding.
He hikes the lines with us, so he gets the sickest top angles too. Thank you, Talon.
Camp life in Alaska is extreme. It's very windy, very cold. You have no running water, none of that, you know, bathroom non-existent. So all those little details are very gnarly, very extreme, and that's what I love about it.
Stretch, chop more wood. That's pretty much it, the tent life.
Base camp was awesome. You could be so warm in the tent. Snow Trekker tent really kept us warm. We could dry out our gear. We just had to make sure we'd stay on top of wood, make sure there's enough wood ready, split and stacked in the tent. And really, it's simple life.
When it blizzards, it sounds there's like 100 people hitting the tent all the time, which was probably 2/3 of the trip that we were there.
It was, when I'm saying windy, you guys have no idea how windy it was, and it was non-stop to a point where I'd pour a tea and then, you know, the steam coming off from it would just, the walls collapsing on each side, like the walls moving on each side would make the steam move with it. It was so windy. I thought at some point that we would lose the tent. Oh, sledding in Alaska was unbelievable. It's just endless terrain.
So just the whole aspect of exploring there on a sled is gnarly.
Because we have no guides, we have no one to show us around, it's just us.
And as much as we were closer to everything, staying on the pass, we still did an hour and a bit commute, albeit a beautiful commute, but an hour and a bit there and an hour and a bit back.
We take safety and responsibilities very seriously, and you know what, by doing so it always pays off, because the lines we got to shred and the terrain we got to see was all-time unbelievable.
The thing that I found probably the most challenging was that added confidence, and then the confidence on your snowboard, because you're sitting in a tent for a few days and then you mission out there and then you hike up the mountain and you're so stoked on this line and you haven't been riding for over a week, which is crazy to think you're gonna ride the sketchiest thing you've ever ridden and you haven't ridden anything like that all season.
Took me for granted, but call it love if you will. I'm aware of this. I didn't let you in. Sing for you to swim. Dancing on the ledge. Tried to make you.
Enigma was my favorite and best line of the trip, I think. Staring at this crazy big piece of art and then picking one line out of it and managing to make my way down it was amazing.
Since I started snowboarding, I've always had the picture of really the kind of lines that I wanted to get to. When I really decided I wanted to get into big mountain, I had that very specific idea, and I could not believe it with my eyes. When I looked at it, I was so excited to just start hiking it. The feeling of going down a line like that is you have the adrenaline off the hook.
Now I'm at the shore. His change you can't keep. Sold yourself too cheap. Thought you got away. This hands today. You thought hell was hard. Let me show you now. Hard time forgetting.
And it reminds you why you snowboard for. Right now, to be honest, as a backcountry athlete, as a backcountry snowboarder, it's very difficult to be able to push on a professional level. It's very hard because it's not cheap to be able to get out there. It's not easy to be able to access that kind of terrain. For me, snowboarding is a passion, and it's something that really means a lot to me, and I want to show people, any other female athlete that is interested into doing whatever they want to do, whatever their goals are, is just to go after it. It's not always going to be easy, but if you know what you want, just go after it, because at the end of the day, what's important is to be true to yourself and to live a happy life. If in somehow, some ways I can help pushing the sport, pushing the industry, and inspire a few people to live a certain way, I will have accomplished my goal.